Welcome back to Weekend Today. The fallout from the Robodebt Royal Commission report is continuing this morning after former PM Scott Morrison was found to have failed in his ministerial duties and gave untrue evidence to the Royal Commission. Let's bring in today's talkers, Alexandra Smith from the Sydney Morning Herald and commentator Carmen Braidwood. Good morning to you both. Good to have you with us. Alex, let's start with you. Scott Morrison mentioned countless times in this report, says he rejects the findings, quote, "They are wrong, unsubstantiated and contradicted by clear documentary evidence." Should he face criminal action here?
It's really hard to know whether he should be facing criminal action because, of course, there's a sealed section of the report that we don't know who the Commissioner recommends for action. But I do think there is no doubt at this point, really, that Scott Morrison needs to be considering his future in Parliament. He's the only minister, former coalition minister, involved in this scheme, which, as we've seen from this report, was devastating, had horrific consequences for people's lives. He's the only former minister who's still in Parliament, and I really think that at this point it's very hard to see how he can stay on in good faith in federal Parliament. Yeah, at least out of Parliament. Hey Carmen, we're seeing reports of at least 800 people who have taken their own lives as a result of this, quote, crude and cruel mechanism. Some consolation for those victims and their families, this, I suppose.
Yeah, some, too little too late, isn't it? It's really one of the most sad stories and a gross misjustice, really. You know, these politicians are the gatekeepers, the people that we've elected to protect the most vulnerable people of society, and they've been severely let down. And, yeah, I think it's totally to be expected that someone like Scott Morrison needs to have, some kind of consequence as a result.
Yeah. There is class action. There will be class action taken on this. It's terrible. It's a disgrace. And the Royal Commission has finally been released. But a paediatrician and father of 5 has shared the unexpected secret to raising happy, well-rounded kids. Get this, get them to do chores. Jonathan Williams says it improves self-worth and helps children become hard workers. Alex, what do you reckon?
Well, I love this.
So do I.
I love the idea. But what I want to know is how do you get kids to do the chores? Like, I have 3 little children and I would love them to do chores, and I can't. You know, they'll start off doing them for a little while if I bribe, if I pay good hard cash, but they get bored of that and they move on and they stop doing them.
Yeah, I know. I've got 3 young kids as well, 2 4-year-old twins. I think 4 is old enough to get them doing chores.
Yes.
You know, get out, chop the wood like I used to do. Carmen, what do you think?
I've already had a laugh about this one with one of my girlfriends this morning. She is a mum of 5, and as soon as I said to her, get them to do chores, the first thing she said was, like, there's just no way. I tried it too. My stepson's 21 now, or nearly 21, and we tried making the dishwasher his domain, day in, day out, empty the dishwasher. I'll do it in the morning. Oh, but the thing is, his morning isn't until about 4 hours after the rest of the household has gotten up. A little light at the end of the tunnel, though. I can tell you that as he approaches his 21st, he's had started to do a couple of chores, so maybe it worked. I don't know.
Maybe. Let's go with that. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, get out and do the chores. 5, too young, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, it's 8 a.m. Today's top stories.